Hey everybody, Chris with Bear Outfitters here, and today we're going to be going over 3 knives that I think are a fantastic part of anybody's 10 essentials. These are 3 easy to find knives that I've gone ahead and had for a couple of seasons that I think really stand up well and really are going to be a great part of your kit. I've gone ahead and dropped links to each one of these knives down in the description, so if you like what you see and you want to get one of these knives, use that link and you can help support Bear Outfitters. So without further ado, let's get into the knives. So the first knife on my list is going to be the Opinel number 8, and this is a fantastic knife. The design is over 100 years old and it's based on a French peasant's knife. It's really a fantastic knife. One of my favorite things about this is the locking safety collar, which is one of the reasons that I give this to a lot of new scouts when they're first starting out, is because they can lock this up. And a lot of first-time campers and backpackers and hikers I've seen, if they don't know knife safety, and the first thing they do is they put their thumb on the back of the blade, and they're over there sharpening sticks or whatever it is that kids do, and they'll go ahead and they'll close their knife on the front of their finger, and they'll end up having to get stitches or having to get some first aid done. So one of the things I like is that this one locks open so that you're not having to deal with that problem quite as much. Now, I will tell you that every time that I give one of these knives to a kid, and anytime I give a kid their first knife, 3 things happen right off the bat. First, they're going to sharpen something to a really sharp point. They're going to have it like a pencil point, and they're going to bring it over to me, and they're going to go, look how sharp that is. And they're going to think that it's really cool, and that's fine. It's kind of like beginner whittling, and they're just really excited about it. Second thing they're going to do is they're going to throw it at something to see if it'll stick. It'll be a log, it'll be a piece of wood, whatever it is. They're going to try and throw it to make it stick. And the third thing they're going to do is they're going to cut themselves. It happens every time. So one of the reasons I really like this knife as a beginner's knife is because it's cheap enough that they can abuse the crap out of it and they're not going to have any of these problems with replacing it. But also you can customize it, you can really dress it up. And this knife is available in a lot of nicer finishes. So if you want to get them something nicer a little bit further down the road, you can get them a little bit nicer knife. So my pick, Opinel number 8. The second knife on my list, and the only fixed blade, is going to be the Mora Companion. Now, the Mora Companion is about 15 bucks. It's available in stainless and carbon steel. It comes with this handy plastic sheath. Really, this is a fantastic knife. This is the one that we used in the cactus video, which I'll link there, maybe. And really, this is a great knife. It comes sharp from the factory. It holds an edge well. And really, you can't ask for much more. It holds up to pretty heavy bushcrafting. I've done some pretty good batoning with this knife. And it's great for processing wood around camp or really any task that you have that's going to require a little bit thicker blade. This is a 4 1/4 inch blade, I believe. And it's really a great knife. So the Mora Companion is going to fulfill all those little bit heavier camp chores, and it's going to be a great knife for you. And the last knife on my list, and it's doubling up as a multi-tool and first aid tool, is the Leatherman CS. And this one is just a little bitty baby knife. It's 1 1/4 inch. And it's going to do all the little things that you need to do around camp, like open up your mountain house meal, your dehydrated meal, cut bags, whatever it is that you need to do. But it also has these handy scissors, which will do things like trim your mustache hairs if you're out on a long camping trip and need to get them up out of your mouth, because that happens sometimes. But it's also got things like this handy little screwdriver and tweezers, and it's going to fulfill some of those other kind of utility tasks. I like this screwdriver because it's great for the Seat to Summit replacement buckles if you ever have to use those. And it's got these tweezers for picking out thorns and cactus and whatever it is that you've got laying around that's going to stick you that you might need tweezers for. So this one lives in my first aid kit, and it really doesn't get much time out of there, but it's a great little backup knife, and it's going to do all the things I like to have around. If you want to go ultralight, you can just carry this one, and you just have to worry about one knife, and it's going to do all those chores that you have around camp. Now, I will say that this one is a little bit more expensive than the other two. This one's about 25 bucks. The other two retail typically for around 15. But these are all 3 great knives, and I think that you're going to be really pleased with them. So those are the 3 knives that I think that everybody should have as part of their kit. And I think that if you really like them, you can grab them from the links below. If you liked any of the content, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. What's your favorite knife? What knife are you carrying that's going to be in that same price range? Let's say under 30 bucks. If you have a favorite knife that's under 30 bucks, go ahead and drop a link to it below. I'd love to hear about it, and I'd like to see if I can try them out in the next video. So until next time, everybody, happy trails. Stay safe.